and welcome to our channel. If you're new around here, my name is Sarah and we have a family of 12 people. One mom, one dad, 10 kids. And since January, wow, I'm gonna compete with the lawnmowers today. Since January, we have gotten into the habit of meal prepping once a week for 4, 5, 6, or 7 meals at once and having a relaxing family dinner together without all the stress. It has been revolutionary in our house. We have sort of landed on 5 as the magic number of amount of meals to make, and so 2 days a week then we will grill a lot right now when the weather's nice, or we will just do something else on the fly. But having 5 meals prepared ahead of time, that's kind of our magic number because it's about what we can store for the week, and it's not too much work that one day, and yeah, so it's worked out pretty well for us. One big key that we have found is that mostly we do the prepping right now, and as much as we can, we do the cooking later. So the food we're eating does not taste like leftovers. For instance, some stews and soups, they taste just fine and the same to us when we cook them ahead of time, but a lot of times for the crock pots or any oven meals, we put it together, but we'll actually cook it the day that we're eating it. So all I have to remember is like 50 minutes or an hour before we're gonna eat to stick that meal right in the oven, or that morning to put it in the crock pot or stick it in the pressure cooker. So it's all prepared together, super simple, and maybe I have to make a side dish or something like that, but other than that, I mean, it's easy going around here. If you're interested in seeing more of our meal prep videos, we have them all in a playlist. I think it's called Meal Prep, but I'll link it down below in the description box so you can check out more of them. We leave lots of recipes and meal ideas down there too for you. So we're obviously cooking large amounts. We have 2 toddlers in our house and an infant. Dinner time can be so crazy around here. We also have a pool. So we're out of the pool a lot in right up until dinner time, and then it can be kind of chaotic. It has been so much more relaxing to have meals prepped ahead of time and have dinner prep be very simple. It's given us a lot more time around the dinner table just to enjoy one another and talk and relax. And even cleanup is a lot less because we're doing a lot of the main work and making a lot of the dish mess for cooking the meals on this one meal prep day. So it even cuts down on dishes that day. So today we're making 5 meals. We're making a peanut butter chicken. That is a favorite of ours. I'm sure we've made it for you guys before. We're making Big Mac salad, another favorite of ours. My kids love salad if it's a Big Mac salad. We're making a garlic herb butter tilapia, and I try to do fish at least once a week. And then we're also making quiche. I try to do vegetarian once a week, so that's our vegetarian meal. And we're making, what else are we making? Oh, we're making beef stroganoff. I'm gonna cook 3 meals, and then Judah, my 16-year-old son, he is cooking 1 meal, and Belle, my 14-year-old daughter, is doing another meal. So my husband is not cooking any. He usually joins in the fun, but we are not doing any of his specialties right now, and he grilled steaks for us last night, so he will be happy that he doesn't have any on the list. It is 1:45 right now, and 2 of my children my nappers are sleeping, 2 of the 3. The baby's still up. So I'm gonna try to get mine done as quickly as I can. I'm gonna time myself. I want it to be done in less than an hour and just done and put away. And then I'll just give my kids the kitchen to make theirs. So let's see, 1:45. See if that baby will play happily for a minute here. Seth, are you gonna cooperate? Are you gonna cooperate? Okay, it's been 5 minutes. I took all of this frozen tilapia out of the package. It was a 3-pound bag. I sprayed the pan, and now this dude says I'm not gonna make any more progress for a minute. I gotta take care of you. We'll see, maybe he'll go to sleep too. Is it time? Okay, 20 minutes later, I've changed one baby for another. Seth went to bed and Destiny woke up. Everybody's off schedule these days. Des will let me work better though, so I've lost 5 minutes on my hour goal. We'll see how it goes from here. All right, picking up where I left off on the fish, I did about 12 tablespoons of softened butter, and I threw in somewhere around 6 teaspoons of minced garlic, a heaping teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and I threw in some dill weed. So I'm going to just put this, make it into like a paste, and spread it all over the fish, and then we'll bake it the day we do it. So easy enough. Here's what it looks like all mixed up. And here's what it looks like on the fish. It was a lot harder to spread on frozen fish than when I've done it in the past with thawed fish, but it should spread out evenly over it when it's baking. I think we'll do it at 400 for like somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes till it's nice and flaky and wonderful. Done with this meal. I ordered these extra Pyrex dishes because I only had a couple of them, and I got lids for even the ones I had and ordered more with lids, and they are a lifesaver for this meal prepping business because it's easy to stack them on top of each other. And of course they're glass and reusable and all of that, so that's what I would prefer to use than just getting disposable stuff. And we need a lot more when we're cooking it all at once or preparing it all at once. Okay, a couple of my big kids are done with school early and she went to play with them, so yay. This will help me. The next one I'm gonna do is peanut butter chicken. Little disclaimer, the best way to make this meal, we've been making this for so many years, probably 12 years. Best way is to use chicken thighs, even straight from the freezer. Just brown them a little bit in the frying pan first. I could not find chicken thighs, and so I'm just making do with the chicken breasts I have. Chicken thighs were totally sold out when we grocery shopped this month. So it's just what we're dealing with right now. No big deal. We got some chicken thighs, and so I'm not gonna even bother browning them. They're really thick, and this is a crock pot meal. So they'll cook up nice and we'll still have the same flavor. But if you wanna try it the really good way, get some chicken thighs and brown them a little and then start where I'm starting, just to get a little of that crunchiness on them. Okay, so we're just gonna make a sauce and pour it over the chicken. I cook with these same flavors a lot, I think, but I'm gonna start with 6 tablespoons of soy sauce. Of course, we're making a huge batch for 12 people. You could always cut it in half, obviously. And then I'm gonna put in 6 teaspoons of this minced garlic. Definitely the lazy man's way of cooking, but I love my minced ginger and minced garlic. So I'm gonna do 3 tablespoons of minced ginger. If you wanted to get the same flavors and you don't have minced ginger or minced garlic and you don't have the fresh either, you could definitely just do some powdered ginger and powdered garlic with soy sauce and get the same idea. Now I'm gonna add 6 teaspoons of sesame oil. This definitely gives it a great flavor, really good flavor. And a little bit of red pepper. You don't have to do that part if you don't want it spicy. If you do, I do like, I do about a 4th teaspoon. So if you're halving it, it would just be a little bit, because we don't mind the spice here, a little, to some degree. Sesame oil makes it taste so good. I keep mine in the fridge because I've heard it goes bad kind of quick and it's better to keep it in the fridge. Okay, I just added the sesame oil, 6 teaspoons, and I did even less than a 4th teaspoon of red pepper. My chicken is not looking like quite enough though, so I think I'm gonna add 1 more chicken breast. I usually fill it up almost halfway with chicken thighs. So my kids love this meal. They will eat every last bit. I'm just gonna pour this sauce on top and stick this crock pot in the fridge with the lid on. On the day we're gonna make it, we pull it out. I'll either cook it on low for 8 hours, if I remember in the morning, or high for 4 hours. We serve it on brown rice and we love it with peas. We make frozen peas, just cook them up and eat it with that. We don't have frozen peas right now, so we'll just do it with broccoli or something. But for some reason it is good with peas. Oh, I forgot the most important step. At the end, when it's done cooking, you pull out the chicken and you mix in 2/3 cup of peanut butter. We just use some natural peanut butter and mix it in with all the sauce at the bottom, and then you pour that sauce back over the chicken. So good. If you don't love peanut butter, or you think peanut butter chicken sounds disgusting, you could also make this dish without the peanut butter because it would just taste like somewhat of an Asian chicken, and it's good. It's really good. It smells good right now. And by the way, when you cook this all day in the crock pot, it is torture. You will want to eat all day if you're home in your house all day. Some people told me because of that, they actually set their crock pot in the garage, and I can totally understand why. Because it's torture. Okay, 2 meals ready to go into the fridge, and we're at the 30-minute mark. Of course, I've done a lot of chit-chatting with you, but I'm right on schedule. I almost forgot to show you what I'm doing. I'm making quiche snacks, so I did 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, 1/2 cup of milk, 4 eggs. I whisked that together, and now I'm gonna throw in a cup of cheese. You can use any kind of cheese like Jack cheese, Monterey Jack cheese. I'm using mozzarella this time until I run out, and then I'll use what I have. I'm gonna do a little more than what I have in my hand. I took this 12-ounce bag of frozen spinach and I ran it under the sink with some warm water so it thawed, and then I tried to squeeze all the water out of it I could. I'm gonna add that to the bowl. And then a little salt and pepper, like ½ teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black or white pepper. I found some white pepper. And here's the salt. So I'm basically gonna do this whole thing 3 times. And one of the times I'm gonna use almond milk instead of the regular milk. So it's a little more low carb friendly. And then I have 3 pie pans out, and I have 1 crust that I had left in the fridge from before. So we're just gonna use that one. The other 2 will be crustless. So obviously the low carb one will be one of the crustless ones, and I did spray the pans, which is definitely helpful when they're crustless. We're right at the 1 hour mark. These took a little more time. I ran out of mozzarella cheese for this one. So I used some cheddar cheese mix that I had. And these things are really forgivable. You can add just about anything. I only had 2 bags of spinach. So for the low carb one, I used a bag of kale. I added some mushrooms that we had in our fridge, and we cut some green onions from our garden and threw them into 2 of them. So this one does not have kale and mushrooms for the kids that would prefer that. Yes, so 1 hour and 3 dinners done, and we've got more to come. But my part's mostly done. So I'm gonna go take care of the baby who just woke up. I think he's teething or something. He's kind of a mess. So I'm gonna go spend a little time with him. Thankfully this was easy today. By the way, to store these in the fridge, I'm gonna bake them the day that we eat them. They're way better that way. And we love them with sriracha or hot sauce on top. So I'm gonna cover them with foil because they bake at 400 for 50 minutes, and then you take the foil off with foil. You take the foil off for the last 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna cover them with foil, stick them in the fridge, and they'll be all ready for the day we eat them.
So I am making the beef stroganoff, and I just gotta take all this meat, chop it up. What do you want to say? Are you saying hi?
Bye.
Bye. Well, they're not going anywhere. So right now I'm in the middle of browning the meat. I'm cooking it in butter. So I took a thingy of chicken broth, and I left aside 1 cup of it, and I put that in there with also like almost 1/3 cup of ketchup, kind of. So I put the lid on to boil, and I had added some garlic and some salt, and I'm gonna let it boil now. I burned myself. I've added some onion, which I obviously did not cut enough because I was too busy crying, because I'm terrible at cutting onions. I added some mushroom and some flour mixed with the 1 cup of broth that I had left. And I am now adding 3 cups of sour cream.
Since I spoke with you guys last, I have worked. I have spent a lot of time at the pool, spent a lot of time with this guy. And hopefully the kids showed you a little bit of what they made. But we're gonna eat Belle's Stroganoff tonight. And I'm using some frozen zucchini spirals I had bought like a month and a half ago that I've never tried. So we're gonna just do a quick fix tonight as a vegetable. We're cooking up some noodles right now and some zucchini spirals, so like zucchini noodles, just in the microwave quick. So that's our vegetable. And you're hearing children empty the dishwasher. Isn't it a lovely sound? Then Judah made the Big Mac salad. Almost every child asked me, are we gonna have the Big Mac salad tonight? They love the Big Mac salad. We put that on lettuce with cheese, pickles, some onions that we cook up a little bit, and sesame seeds, and it tastes like a Big Mac, guys, if you like a McDonald's Big Mac. Only it's healthier. My kids actually like it better than a Big Mac. So with the fish, we will eat some brown rice that I'll make that night, just so it's fresher. This is loud. If we need a sauce on that, then we will make a butter lemon sauce. That's my go-to when we're having fish. If I need a sauce for the rice, equal parts butter and lemon. I melt it together. It's amazing. I know you cannot hear anything I'm saying. This is my real life house, guys. It's loud here. With the peanut butter chicken, I think I told you brown rice for that too. So probably when I make brown rice for 1, I'll make double amount, and we'll have the leftover for the fish night, because the lemon butter sauce will make it not seem like it's leftover at all. And then for the quiche, if we have some homemade bread, that's a good side for that. Otherwise, wow, we're loud. Otherwise, it's just a meal on its own too. It has a lot of vegetable inside of it. I hope this gives you guys some sort of meal inspiration. Oh, you you got hurt. I'm so sorry. These kids are swimmed out and tired and ready for bed. We'll probably come back and show you what we do next week because you guys keep wanting to see this, I think. Let me know if you still want to be seeing this every week. How we're cooking, what we're cooking. Thank you for watching today, and we will talk to you soon. Bye!